on the four-guard lineup again shows, but Joyce is in there, and obviously she's getting turnovers, running the floor. Was that something that y'all wanted to do specifically for this game, or just, hey, let's put Joyce out there and see how it works?
No, I mean, foul trouble made us do it, and I mean, it might be a lineup we have to utilize if teams are going to go small on us. So we might as well get a little bit of practice in it, and we only utilized it today because of Fagan and Chloe's foul trouble.
Pau said after Texas that she needed to be a better leader. I was just wondering if you could provide some insight about kind of her leadership style, maybe if it looked any different in the last couple days, and I guess are there any aspects of the game on or off the court that you tend to lean on her for?
You know, I think Pau's a winner. Pau wants to win, and her time here at South Carolina, you know, she's only lost 2 games, and they surely didn't feel good. So I think this is her last go around, and she wants to make sure that she's giving it her all. She's giving this team what it needs when it needs it. No, I didn't. You know, I don't. I mean, she said it as part of when you decompress and you just kind of break down what happened in the game, and she feels like her leadership is needed. I felt like her scoring was needed, just her giving her some easy looks, getting the ball to go down, and I thought she shook off some stuff because she got a couple of threes to go down, and it was good for that to happen. So, along with her wanting to be a better leader and giving our team what it needs.
Staying on the topic of Pau, she opened the scoring for the game and then either scored or assisted on 12 of the next 14 points. How much does her performing well alter the flow and pace of the offense?
She's an elevator. Like, she elevates our team. You know, when Pau hits a 3, it seems to kind of allow all of us to excel because she's been that potent for us from an offensive standpoint. And we almost, you know, in the Texas game, we were just kind of willing her shots to go in because we know what that means. And she's a playmaker. She's one that we want the ball in her hands. We want her coming off screens. We want her playmaking for us along with putting the ball in the hole, especially outside of 3, but just also facilitating. So, I mean, Pau just took more of an effort to play make today, and we need that.
This is twice now with Iowa State, and tonight you come out of a loss with maybe one of your better first quarters the whole season. Is it just as simple as a loss gets you refocused, or is something else that goes into responding to a loss the way you guys have both times?
I don't know. I told somebody this earlier. We win and we lose at the time that we need to. Like, simply. I mean, we respond when we don't play well and win. Like, there are things that we, you know, dissect because we know that if you play the way that you played in a win, but you didn't play well, it could hurt you somewhere else down the line. So we do talk about those things, and we just wanted to get back in the win column, just to feel good, to get back to some normalcy when it comes to playing the style of play we need to play on both sides of the ball. We still got a little bit of work to do, but I don't think it'll be a lack of focus or energy or effort with who we have coming in here on Sunday.
Dawn, you knew coming in Joyce was a terrific player, and did you ever worry that she would be ready to take on this kind of role with you guys? Because obviously if Ash didn't get hurt, you know, there'd be less opportunity there, but she's really risen to the occasion.
I mean, with someone that works as hard and studies as hard, I'm just talking about the game. I mean, this is who she is as a human being. Like, she wants to be the very best at everything that she does, and she doesn't lack the work ethic to do it. So, am I surprised? No. Would we come out the gate and say, you have to be this in the very beginning. No, it develops, and I think she's a really good person that is regimented in how she does things, which is really a gift, right? And then I think in other ways she needs to kind of loosen up because everything doesn't materialize like like your preparation. So she's gotta be in all places and just kind of, improve in those areas in the game. Like, she'll know what her defender's doing or her players doing on either side of the ball. And if they decided not to be there or go there, Joyce is still gonna be in her spot where she looked at it and she saw it. So she has to get better in those instances, and she will. And we'll point them out to her because she's a great film watcher. She always wants to see where she can get better. So, I mean, this is par for the course for a player, of her study habits, her habits.
You said the loosening up stuff. You said the same thing about Leah a bunch of times too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, they're wired, very similarly. Like they study it. They study, and we study habits, and sometimes, sometimes people don't play to their habits, and we have to be ready for that.
Coach, part of that massive first half was being able to get out on the break, and your guards did a really good job of advanced passing, and Joyce ran the floor really well. But what does getting out in transition and getting ahead of the defense have in terms of maybe an impact on a team throughout a 4-quarter game?
Well, I mean, it was really a fast-paced game. We got up and down. We pushed the ball. Thought Maddie did a really good job at catching the outlet up the floor. Like, we've been really working on her to not come back to the ball. Like, we got one shot in transition. If you don't capitalize in that time, then you're gonna put pressure on your half-court offense. It just helps us open the game. It frees us up. It makes us a little bit more loose to play defense and a little bit more motivated to play defense when you can score quickly on offense.
Anything else for Coach? David, wrap it up.
Dawn, you got UConn on Sunday in the locker room. You've had some players who played them a lot before, but some who haven't. Just is there maybe a little bit extra coming into this one, or have you seen that yet? But before practice tomorrow.
No, I mean, I think this team stays in the moment. I know they know we play UConn on Sunday. You can't get around it. Like, it almost, and we didn't skip over this game, but a lot of people have just moved on to like UConn, and this league is unforgiving. Like, we didn't take Florida lightly. Florida scores a lot of points, and we were very mindful of that. We want to make sure that they aren't scoring 80 and 90 points like they have against some other teams.